you came out of that alive, so it's good. All right, I'm gonna actually dive into the mission replays now. Since we did quite a few episodes, it's been 2 hours into the stream. We need to complete this, which is probably gonna take quite a bit of time actually. Let's see, what do we have here? We did Quark's Lucky 7 yesterday. So we're going to move over to Tenebrous Torquent. The Herc homeworld. Interesting. So
researchers led by my friend Dr. Bashir have isolated several fascinating aspects of Herc biology. I'm told this data provides insight on their native environment, specifically a metallic planetoid orbiting a pulsar within a nebula. There's one system that meets these requirements, Havas Kul in the Gamma Quadrant. I'm going there to investigate along with Captain Kira in the Defiant. Dr. Bashir will accompany us as well. His insight will be critical to the mission's success. The doctor believes we'll find what we need to end this conflict on Havas Kul. If he's right, and he often is, I'm willing to travel to the heart of enemy territory. Won't you join us?
all right, let's head there. And let's begin this mission.
I have to say, the survey reports on this system really don't do it justice. A nebula, a pulsar, dark energy, and the Herc homeworld.
I'm not reading any Herc ships on sensors.
Nor I. Isn't that strange? One would think they'd place a heavy guard on their home system. How peculiar. Let's use this opportunity to look around. Quietly, of course.
Agreed. So we're going to go through and do a system scan.
We're reading a number of interesting phenomena, despite interference from the nebula. Let's see. Plethora of heavy metallic compounds, and a hotbed of tetryon and thermobaric energy throughout the nebula. A fitting birthplace for a future star.
There's a moon nearby. Preliminary scans aren't showing much, but it's just the kind of place the Herc could be using to hide a base. Or a fleet. I'd like to take a closer look.
All right, let's move in then.
The pulsar's throwing off a lot of hazardous energy.
Let's scan the dead moon.
Most astute, Captain. Let's make the appropriate shield adjustments.
I don't like this. Scans are showing a lot of bare rock, but no metals or compounds. It's a lot like...
Like it's being completely stripped of anything remotely useful? The calling card of the Herc, if I'm not mistaken. Perhaps we should send down a probe, just to be absolutely sure. There could be some Herc down there, hidden by the nebula's effect on our sensors.
Yeah, Garrick is still best girl. I'll send the probe then.
It's barely Class D. No metals, complex compounds, liquids, or atmosphere.
The interior's a complex maze of tunnels. Thousands of them.
This matches Herc patterns we've seen elsewhere. They've been here.
The probe is online and transmitting. Our science teams are taking a close look at the incoming data, but it doesn't look terribly promising. Shall we forge on? There's a lovely planet nearby, no doubt filled with a bounty of toxic rocks and metallic salts.
Set course for the planet. That's the pulsar. Okay, that looks pretty neat actually. I'm not sure a planet would survive being in orbit around a pulsar. Unless it reforms after the pulsar was formed. Because usually pulsars are like the after effects of a supernova.
Entering scanning range now.
Supernovas don't really have mercy on any planets that are in orbit of a star. Scan.
These astronomic readings are strange. The planet has a highly eccentric orbit. Looks like it collects matter from the nebula as it sweeps around the pulsar, all while being bombarded with radiation. Definitely not habitable by most standards, though it's not quite demon class. An orbital period of several thousand years. That explains the Herc life cycle. They must hibernate while the planet is at the far range of its orbit. This orbit coincides with the previous emergences of the Herc. The 1,000-year cycle explains why they appear suddenly, then vanish just as quickly.
We're reading complex structures here, along with power systems and technology. This could be a base of operations for the Herc. It appears to be deserted. Why don't we take a look around? This could be a prime opportunity.
It could, or it could be a
Let's meet on the Defiant.
whole
We'll
big
need to
hot
make some
mess.
preparations before we send an away team down there.
Like a hot mess in a dumpster fire on a train wreck. Transport to the Defiant.
I've sent a team down to establish a secure zone. They're ready for you, but you'll want to put on an EV suit before you beam down. We have some in that container for you to use. Once you're suited up, we'll beam you down to the secure zone. It's just below the planet's surface in a large cavern area.
Alright. Let's clear some of the trash out of my inventory first. And that's my EV suit. Doctor shouldn't require an EV suit, actually. That should be everyone, right? Where am I? Oh, there he is. Okay, I just didn't look at him. Step on transporter. Have to turn it on first. This chamber appears to be a natural cavern, but readings show unusual energy and a lot of magnetized metals and salts not far from here. Some of the caves near have a regular structure like they were dug out rather than naturally occurring. Maybe the Herc have something like an ant hive? Let's check with Kira's away team and see how they're progressing.
I should have a habitation area set up soon. We can replace the reducing atmosphere in this cavern with standard oxy-nitro, and it warm things up a bit. Kane's keeping watch, and Weir is looking into other connected areas. We should have a perimeter field up within a few minutes.
Oh, carry on, Williams.
Reading a lot of background radiation and some wild magnetic fields. It's like the pulsar and the nebula are supercharging the metallic crystal compounds here. The environment's very different from anything we'd consider a habitable planet. It explains why the Herc are so alien. Quite a treasure for a geologist like myself.
Carry on, Ishimura. Aren't these guys Lobi? Are they Lobi or Zen? I don't remember.
Everything's in order here. fine. Do you still have a lock on us?
Affirmative. If you need transport, there may be a slight delay due to pulsar emissions.
I'm getting something odd on my tricorder. Up there!
Which is odd since this mission's been out for a while.
Look out! Ah!
And down the hole we go. I have ascended. I am now omnipotent, omniscient, and good-looking.
Glad you're still with us. Whatever that was must have left you for dead. I'd get moving in case it comes back to make sure. Looks like you're in a series of tunnels that connect to a larger cavern. Garrick and Bashir are close to your position. They're moving into a large open chamber. Try to make your way to them.
Okay.
Be careful. Some of the crystal formations down there are emitting intense amounts of energy. We can't lock on to anyone with transporters, and the others are reporting the directed energy weapons won't work.
Understood, Captain.
This is Bashir. Garrick and I are alive, but we're a little lost.
Alright, I'll try to find him.
Keep moving. You should head up to another chamber. The creature's in a passage near your location. Stay sharp.
At least notice I don't have my good weapon on. My staff. Staff should be right in front of me, in front of my eyes, but I didn't see it. There it is. That's streamer eye for you. Is it still up here? Good.
Garrick and I are moving into a very large, oblong chamber.
And here I was, hoping those cozy, cramped little tunnels would make it.
Looks like the door to the next chamber is locked.
Those readings you're getting from that crystal node are interesting. It's generating a localized magnetic field. Manipulating that field could cause a response similar to pushing a button or flicking a switch. I wonder, do you think Herc can sense magnetic fields similar to sharks on Earth?
Interesting. Oh, is that a good thing or a bad thing? If it's a bad thing, I can put some rock music on. Let's stay on point, Doctor.
Yes, of course. I think you'll find a way to manipulate that magnetic field to open the door. The morphogenic crystals are probably the keys. So look for one nearby that has a similar output to the door node.
The readings I'm getting on that crystal are weak. It probably isn't usable.
Alright, I'll try not to get too excited.
An odd harmonic. Doesn't seem to match the rest. That's the one you need. Use it to open that door.
Use the rod. Use the rod on the door. Sure, plenty of planets have sharks. Uh-oh. Run.
There's a deep crevice ahead of you. See if you can get across. Hazardous energy and anti-gravity ahead. Use your thrusters. The creatures turn back. Must not like anti-gravity.
Interesting, but the Herc built this. Why wouldn't they like their anti-gravity? It makes no sense.
Slow and steady, don't get lost. Try to head up when you can.
Garrick and I have a breathable atmosphere here. Everyone, try and reach our location.
Williams here. I'm stuck in some kind of tunnel maze. Not sure how to get out.
Ishimura here. My nav system's useless. I'll keep trying to find you all.
Receiving your transmission from the console. Analyzing now. There's a lot of historical data. Cultural references in there. The short version, the Herc used to be a peaceful species. There's talk of a great betrayal, some kind of epidemic. Then the entries just turn into gibberish.
Yeah, they're not gonna survive. Floating rocks, okay.
This one looks like technical data. Interesting. None of their starships had weapons until 2,000 years ago. Their first designs were way ahead of most species at that time, though. Huh. How did they go from geniuses to the ravenous eating machines we're dealing with now?
Maybe the Dominion had something to do with it.
Kane, report. I just lost crewman Kane's vitals. Weir's comm signal is down, but he's still alive. Keep an eye out.
Oh, okay. Hold on, I got it. I think. Actually kind of neat three-dimensional maze. It was cool back in the day when this came out. There's some puzzles and stuff if I remember correctly. Derp. What am I missing? Oh, here. I just saw it. Ah, there we go. Zapped. Taking damage.
Bashir and Garrick are just past this chamber.
Ah, okay, we're back to gravity.
We're picking up some interesting tech on sensors. Interesting and old. Very old. Most of it predates the Federation by several centuries. Are you reading those energy patterns on the other side of that opening? They're far more intricate than the others. We think there's some kind of ship ahead of you. It shows signs of damage. You might be in some sort of dry dock or repair facility. Interesting. There are large gaps in tech level between each section of the facility. It's as if the Herc learn as they hibernate. They wake up with 1,000 years of advancements at hand and get ready to work.
Yeah, this console looks like it can operate the door here. Press the door. Okay. That looks like a cloaked doohickey.
A pleasure to see you. We'll need all the help we can get if we're to leave this world alive. To that end, the good doctor and I have started to make sense of our surroundings. We seem to be in some sort of Herc command center. From here, we can begin to restore power in critical systems.
Herc
Continue.
technology is driven by electromagnetic manipulation of morphogenic crystals. Doors, life support, everything, even their central computer. If we can find the right crystals, I can bring things back online. We can look for information on Herc biology within their data system. We might even find a cure here. I found a little information. This planet used to be rich in a type of fungus. It thrived in the harshest of environments, even areas high in pulsar radiation. It used to be a staple of the Herc diet until it disappeared from the ecosystem. Without it, the Herc began to suffer from a severe type of malnutrition. It led to a number of neurological disorders, many of which we've seen firsthand. Based on these readings, there should be more data storage units in the tunnels beyond this chamber. They're the ones by the door with the blue glow rolls. One more thing. Some parts of the tunnel still have malfunctioning gravity systems. You should be able to navigate through them, but the energy fields in there will nullify your weapons, so be careful.
Alright, find 3 storage crystals and locate the rest of the crew. Sounds simple enough. What could go wrong? Famous last words. I used to have this memorized, by the way.
Oh, good. You made it. We were about to leave when... No! No!
What's going on? Ishimura's vitals just flatlined.
There goes our red shirt.
It moved away from you and shrouded itself.
Send your officer to me so that I can address any injuries.
Yeah, the fist weapon here is actually really good. I gotta maximize its. I gotta upgrade it and maximize it.
That covers the first peaceful meeting between the...
One of your officers has arrived here.
But I wish you wouldn't interrupt that. I was hoping to hear what it said. Alright, we have to head up. remember this creepiness up here. Yeah, this was a pretty intense maze. Okay. It's getting some glitches here. Hold on. It's just jerking around a little bit on me. Okay, it's smoothed out. I'm not sure why I was doing that. Something weird. Ah, a blue orb.
That's Kane's helmet. I have a feeling we won't find the rest of him.
You're a sight for sore eyes. Let's get out of here before...
Williams!
There goes another red shirt.
Send your officer to me so that I can address any injuries.
It moved away from you and shrouded itself.
Let's wait for my officer to arrive back there so it doesn't interrupt the conversation. Any second now. That's the way we came. Is he gonna get there? Or is it just gonna keep interrupting us?
The Herc tried to synthesize the enzyme they needed for cognition, but failed.
One of your officers has arrived here.
Let's see what we have over here. Oh, hello. That's kind of creepy. Definitely creepy for sure. Shit.
It moved away from you and shrouded itself.
Come on, wake me up. Res me. Do it. Oh, and you ran away. Damn it. I have to run all the way back in now. That's a bit frustrating. That's fine. They're still running back. Okay. That's kind of amusing, actually. Head up here. Did I head up here?
My god. The enzyme the Herc needed is a precursor to Ketracel.
It moved away from you and shrouded itself.
Game over, man. They've added a bunch of accolades in here, because I've done this before many times and never got that accolade, so that must be something new. It's a path. Maybe this is it? Oh. That's kind of weird. I think this is the right way back. Yeah, everyone's here.
Nicely done. We should be able to translate Herc data files and run a detailed analysis of them at a greatly accelerated rate now. I have a good friend in Starfleet engineering that would love to spend some time with this technology. The Herc have made some remarkable advances in their time. Ah, the first results are in. Excellent. I have access to a few critical systems, including gravity and power generation, bringing them online now. That should make things go a little smoother.
Indeed.
I'm getting some historical records now. Give me a moment to process it. Well, this is not good. It's a record of the fall of the Herc civilization at the hands of the Dominion. For some reason, the Dominion removed the fungus from the ecosystem during a Herc hibernation cycle. Military conquest, most likely. This is what drove the Herc to madness.
Just noticed that I had some damage.
We should be... Ah, the first result. I'm getting some historical records now.
It appears we have some uninvited guests.
You're a long way from Zenketh, Admiral.
Yes. To what do we owe the pleasure?
Ah, traveling incognito?
One of her many covert identities, I suspect.
This expedition of yours has gone on long enough.
Touched a nerve, have we?
You found a secret I've kept for millennia. Something I've kept from Odo and the Great Link.
The origin of the Herc infestation.
And you're rolling it.
I needed soldiers to realize my dream of dominion. Enforcers willing to obey without question. Physically, the Herc were perfect candidates. But their peaceful, free-thinking nature was an obstacle. In studying the Herc biology, I found the key to their loyalty.
The Ketracel precursor?
Yes, I extracted it from their ecosystem. They had no choice. Obey or die.
I take it things didn't go according to plan.
No, they became savage, incoherent, volatile. With each cycle, the swarm grew larger, wilder. My ability to control them diminished. All I could do was point them in the direction of my enemies. I would let them rampage and await their eventual hibernation.
Cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war.
They were a failure, but they provided a gift. Ketracel, the gift that led to a more successful endeavor, the Jem'Hadar.
I think I've heard enough. I knew you were involved in this somehow. You built an empire on slavery, and now it's all falling apart. When the Alliance learns about this...
But they won't. None of you are leaving this world alive.
You would kill another founder?
There were other founders who knew the truth once, like you. They did not want a dominion built on the backs of slaves. They tried to depose me, to expose the truth to the link. They failed, and paid for their lack of vision.
All of you against the wall.
Odo, this is getting out of hand.
Stop this now.
No, Odo. This is bigger than you. Bigger than us. The Dominion must endure.
I'm afraid I can't allow that.
What now?
You've forced my hand. This is a modification of your own Herc lure. As we speak, every Herc in the quadrant is homing in on the signal.
And you're calling them here? To their homeworld?
On the contrary, madam. I'm calling them to the Founder homeworld. Your chickens, as the humans say, are coming home to roost.
Insanity! We will...
That's not enough to kill a founder, though. That is, though. It got its revenge. Stop waving at me. Okay, I vaporized the bug with a punch. Oh well, it looks like that was a bit of a mess.
That's our cue. Now that we have restored operations here, our ships will be able to lock onto us with transporters. I suggest we take advantage of this while we can.
Sure, while I get everything set up here, we're going back to the ship, so we don't need...
You did this? All of you? You killed a god? My god? My beautiful founder. Gone forever. I loved her so. And now you'll pay the price. Guards! Enough, Wayun. All of you stand down. No! You betrayed her! And the Dominion! I will carry out her final order!
That founder is no more, Wayun. This founder has given you an order, and you will obey.
No! He is no founder. She was a founder. He is a traitor! Guards! Shoot to kill! All of them!
Belay that order.
What?
We do not serve you, Vorta. Where this founder leads, we will follow.
Thank you, my friend. Fine. Then I'll do it myself.
Oh, that was well deserved.
Custody and return to your ship. We have business at the home world.
Slow clap, yes. Very well deserved. Coming to an understanding.
me, was it part of your plan to draw every Herc in the sector to this system, Garrick? Because if it was, it worked with flying colors. We need to get out of here and fast. Our only hope is to punch a hole through the swarm so we can go to warp.
We're right behind you, Captain.
Try to hold them off. I'll see if I can arrange a distraction. Containment breach. We've lost. Personal integrity failure. Abandoned ship.
Wells really do make everything better.
They're breaking off.
Nice, nice.
They're heading for the Founder homeworld.
Alrighty, so I think this particular mission is done.
The Herc have departed for the Founder homeworld. It will take them some time to reach it, even at maximum warp. We should make the most of that time and bring an end to this madness. The information that the good doctor found should do just that. For now, let's return to our respective fleets and prepare for the next and hopefully final steps of this journey.
Thanks to Garrick, my homeworld is under siege. I realize there's not a lot of love lost to the Founders these days, but if the center of the Dominion falls to the Herc, the rest of the galaxy will soon follow suit. If you're willing to stand with us one last time, assemble your forces and rendezvous with my fleet in the Gamma Quadrant. I hope to see you there before it's too late for all of us.
Sure, no problem. Let's go. To be continued.
There's a certain poetic symmetry at play here. The Dominion are about to receive their comeuppance from one of the many species they've abused. Regrettably, we Cardassians have some experience in such matters. Of course, our work is just beginning. We need to formulate a cure for the Herc before they devastate every system in the quadrant. Hopefully, we can achieve this lofty goal before they make a meal of the Dominion. Then again, science is often a lengthy, perilous process. I'm certainly glad to put Havas Kul behind me. Small, dark passages are not a passion of mine.
Alrighty. Next mission. Our next episode, I should say, is home. This one's a long one.
Listen, the homeworld of the Founders is under attack by the Herc. This is our darkest hour. If Empersa falls, the Dominion will come to an end. I'm asking you to join in the defense efforts as soon as you can. A task force will assemble at my fleet's location in the Gamma Quadrant and warp to Empersa from there. Remember, if we fall, the Alpha Quadrant is next. It's time to make a stand. I hope you'll join in the fight.
Yeah, I will. Because plot demands it. Auto-navigate. Having a rough time turning around. right there at it. Okay. That's kind of odd. Begin home. Oh, we meet with his fleet and then we go. Okay, I get it.
Obviously, on Star Trek Online, the Dominion as you know it is on the verge of collapse. Without help, the Herc will win the war of attrition.
What's happening?
Yes, Garrick, I found your mysterious widget. What is it exactly? It's not Kremen tech.
I found a similar device on Bejor.
These devices call the Herc, and we put them there. The other founders are hiding things from me.
Odo, look out!
Hold your fire. I think it's trying to communicate.
We can't hold off the Herc forever.
Alliance forces are spread too thin to help, Quark.
We need the Klingons, brother. Otherwise, we're doomed.
The Sword of Kahless, as promised.
Once again, the House of Quark delivers. Martok will be pleased.
You found a secret I've kept for millennia.
The origin of the Herc infestation.
And you're rolling it.
The Dominion must endure.
I'm afraid I can't allow that. As we speak, every Herc in the quadrant is homing in on the signal.
And now the conclusion. I arrived here ahead of you, and I've already engaged the Herc near the planet. You've made your point, Garrick. Deactivate the Herc lure device you placed on the home world before this gets out of hand.
There's a little bit of a recap there. That's kind of interesting. Agreed. Bring this to an
I'm
end.
afraid that's the problem, Ambassador. I deactivated it several minutes ago.
Excuse me?
Then why are the Hercs still attacking? Don't play games with me here, Garrick. I'm warning you.
Counselor?
Perhaps they're still attacking due to a deep hatred of your people. After all, the Founders are directly responsible for their state of mind, body, and soul. I can't say I blame them for...
Gentlemen?
Enough. Both of you. We don't have time for this. There's bigger problems to deal with here, starting with that swarm of Herc vessels nearby.
The captain makes a good point.
Agreed. My fleet is already engaged near the planet, but Herc reinforcements keep arriving. Try to punch through the swarms so we can join up.
Very well. Helm, take us in.
We may be needing your solution to this problem soon, Doctor.
Yes, since yours failed in a spectacular fashion.
Has it? Some might argue it's succeeded beyond expectation.
This is the Chimera. We're here to help.
The CSS Steadfast stands ready to assist you as well.
Alright, that Gravwall doesn't quite reach those guys. What's going on here?
My ship won't last much longer. We need to deal with the swarm attacking it immediately.
Oh, where's my anomalies? There they are. Okay, now I see. Fight the next group. Some of the graphics are not showing up. There must be too much stuff going on screen. It's kind of weird. That's an oops. Answer Otto's Hill.
Well done. The ship's taken heavy damage, but she'll survive.
Continue.
Oh, we've bought ourselves some time. Let's hope it's enough. Julian, is your plan ready? It may be our best hope to end things now.
Continue.
It's as ready as possible, Captain. The challenge of frontier medicine, I'm afraid, is that there is never enough time. I've created a program that will enable the Herc to synthesize the compound they need to come to their senses. I've also put together a core sample of the compound for them to utilize in mass production. That is the easy part.
Oh no, what's the difficult part?
And the hard part? What do you need to make this happen?
From what we've learned about the Herc, the best way to make this happen will be to enter the data into one of their core computer systems. It'll need to be a command-level system with fleet-wide override authority. Systems of that caliber are only found on Herc dreadnoughts.
The best defended ships in their fleets. Yeah,
There's
nice.
a dreadnought heading toward the planet as we speak. It's slow, so we should be able to intercept it. I recommend we engage that ship and disable it, if possible. We'll need to get a team on board to carry out Julian's plan.
Agreed, let's make it happen. Is it the hive? Oh, that's a tough one. Starting to take some damage.
We did it. The dreadnought's disabled. That ship is still crawling with Herc, though. Make sure your away teams are ready for a fight.
Understood.
I'll send some of my best. Dugan Rex will lead a Jem'Hadar away team, while Loris will assist Dr. Bashir.
Very well.
Right. Let's get the away teams on that dreadnought before it calls for backup.
Loris and I have all we need. We're ready to beam over when you are.
Let's go. Because we still have a heck of a fight on the planet.
Once we're there, I'll begin the override process that will allow us to transmit our data on the cure. When that's done, we can instruct each ship in their fleet to replicate the cure and distribute it to every Herc on board. Of course, we need to reach the command center in one piece to do so.
We'll clear the way. So I'm wondering if you have one of those Herc ships, do you get this as the bridge? Or something similar?
Enemy life signs ahead. Get ready to fight. Proceed with caution. I'm reading numerous hazards in the area.
I should have set up the ground stuff. It's too late now. All these bugs. Gonna get this guy vaporized? Maybe not. Oh, no vaporization. We got him vaporized. That's nice. a heck of a fight we have to go through. Like I was saying, there's still the planet part as well. We have to beam down to the planet, and that's a heck of a fight as well. Spoilers. A little bit of shield healing, and let's keep moving. It's a heck of a fart. Oh. They reduced the duration on some of these combat paths from like 10 minutes to 5 minutes. Seems to be walking faster. Is that my imagination? Yeah, I gotta be imagining things. Uh-oh, number one. Where's number one? Number one. Did we leave number one behind? We did leave number one behind. Number one.
Enemy targets on sensors. Personal shield losing power.
Oh, there's like blooming fire right there. Alright, let's get back to it. My walker get blown up? It looks like my walker got blown up. Invoker of subspace instability. Nice. I gotta find where we can look those up. Vaporized. Get vaporized. Vaporize all the things. Oh boy, here we go. Doors closed. Critical. Nothing vaporized though. we go. Get vaporized. Nice. Alright. The side entrance here was something. Not sure if that's relevant or not, but we'll check it out. Yeah, it looks like there's something here. Except it's not what opens the door, that's in the other chamber.
News, I'm afraid. Herc security systems have sent an automated distress signal throughout the fleet. I recommend haste. We're going to have a great number of hostile guests, and far sooner than we'd like.
We better hurry then. Clear the control room, alright. It's gonna be a big fight here. If anyone has a Herc ship, is this what the bridge looks like? Because this is pretty cool. Update Dr. Bashir. Where is Dr. Bashir? Oh, over here.
Excellent work. It's time for Loris and I to finish this. Keep your weapons handy, however. We're breaking into a secure computer system here. The Herc are bound to take offense. Keep them busy while we do our work, or this will be a wasted trip.
Alright, you'll have the time you need, Doctor.
I was saving time by inverting the feed now instead of later.
You get to hear them argue while they work. That's lovely.
I wouldn't even be in Starfleet anymore if it weren't for this Herc nonsense.
We're running out of time, Doctor!
Perhaps you know a faster way to translate Herc language and reverse engineer their technology.
The security escorts are really hanging out. But they only had like a limited time. They're hanging out. Oh, never mind. Well, no, there's still one there. Maybe get another walker. Okay, looks like that's the last orb that they have to work on. Hey, they're done. Okay.
Almost ready here. The system needs the physical samples of the cure for final analysis and processing. Shall I proceed?
Make it happen, Doctor.
Are you insane, Weyoun? That was our last hope.
How is this possible? You were in prison!
I was liberated by those who still served the true founders. Not everyone is a traitor to the Dominion, after all.
There is only one traitor here, Weyoun. It's time you paid the price for your treachery.
Pathetic. You can't even kill someone properly. Allow me to instruct you. You! Jem'Hadar! Make yourself useful. Kill them. Giving you an order. Open fire. Kill them now.
I think not.
He's gone.
And not a moment too soon.
Good riddance.
Bashir to command. Everyone, we have a problem.
Yeah, let's go back to the ship. Looks like we're gonna have a space fight and then a ground fight.
That Herc fleet is about to attack our position. We need to give the Doctor the time he needs to transmit data on the cure.
Alright, acknowledged. Red alert. Yeah, pushback was kind of helpful. It put me in the proper position to shoot off my torpedoes. All the criticals. Kaboom. Damn it. Six seconds left. I think we managed to survive this pretty well.
Well, you're in quite a fix there, Odo.
Brilliant observation, Quark. What do you want?
Forgive my brother, Odo. We're here to help.
The Ferengi cavalry? I thought I'd seen everything.
Oh, the best is yet to come, Odo. Say hello to my dangerous friends.
Well, Quark, we're waiting.
Rom, where are they?
Lose something? Like your nerve, perhaps?
Long ago, Takuvma, the Unforgettable, lit the beacon of Kahless to restore glory to the Empire. Today, a new torchbearer, Worf, son of Moog, does the same. United, we now go to fight the enemy of our ancestors. Today, we will fight the Herc. I now hold the weapon they fear most. The Sword of Kahless has been returned to us. Join me now in honorable combat. Show the Herc what it truly means to be Klingon. For Kahless, for the Empire, Kapla!
Kapla. Oi. I don't like being pushed around like that. So if you wouldn't mind, stop doing it. I thought we talked about this. That's 15 seconds left. Defeat the remaining Herc. Okay, there we go.
The arrival of the Klingons has given us more time in space, but the situation on the surface is dire. Herc's forces are breaking the Jem'Hadar defense lines. We need to do what we can to help. I'm beaming directly to the Great Link to aid my people.
Agreed.
The time has come. The Herc mean to ravage everything in their path. We will not allow it. We will stand against them as Kahless once stood, defiant and proud. Fight well, and if need be, die well. Kapla!
All right, let's finish this. Get in range of the planet. Okay. Down the usual suspect. And we let the gerbils spin up the server.
whom do we seek? Kalis! How do we find him? Together! Kalis, give us light to see forever! Will he hide from us always? Never!
Alright, so we got a heck of a fight.
Most of the Jem'Hadar lines have
I
been
keep
broken.
saying that.
Even the Great Link is in danger. I'm going to coordinate our defenses at the link. Meet me there.
Alright, good
We'll
luck,
meet there
Ambassador.
As soon as we can. And Odo, be careful.
Let's go.
The Jem'Hadar have come to our aid. Now, we will return the favor.
Let's hope we are not too late. Interesting. Oh, there's a big fight over here. Like I was getting shot from behind there, but it didn't say flanking, so... Get vapor... Yes, vaporized. Nice.
You fight well. Good. There are many Herc between us and the Great Link. We go there now to reclaim our lives, for we are already dead.
Right, victory is life. Get that. Man, there's a lot of them. Yeah, another vaporized.
We won't last long out in the open like this.
Odo to Kira. We're fortifying our position near the Great Link.
Understood. We're on our way.
Everyone's still alive and following me, hopefully.
I must confess my surprise at seeing you here, on this, the homeworld of the gods. Truly, we are living in strange...
Yes, of course. Let's go save him. Gotta be fast, though. God damn. Did it die or? Well, it should still be here. I see the doohickey for it.
I don't know you, Solid, but I thank you for your service.
Let's arrest this guy. Yeah, it's dead, it looks like.
Is this some sort of solid invasion?
It's a lot of fighting. This is all this mission is. This is fight, 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 non-stop. Vaporized. Okay, next.
This is how it
Yeah, I don't think we can get the last one. We can only get 3 out of... Yeah, it's an option. We're not gonna bother with it too much. Everyone's alive except K2. Get up, K2. Alright guys, come with me. Let's go finish this.
You made it. Good. We're going to need all the help we can get here. It looks like the Herc are focusing their attacks on the link. I've called for reinforcements, but most of our lines have been overrun. We're going to make a stand here and hope the Doctor's plan is successful. If not, if we fail, this may be the day the Dominion dies.
Right, we'll make our stand here. Now.
Please tell me you have more Jem'Hadar coming to help.
The call's been sent, but they may not arrive in time.
We'll do what we can with what we have then.
As always, until the end.
I'm not sure I like the way you said that, Odo.
Nerys, if we don't make it...
Do you guys mind?
Now is not the time for this discussion.
Yeah. Would you mind not flirting in the middle of a battlefield when we can all die?
There may not be a better time.
You're right. And I understand what you did.
You do? Then you know how sorry I am for everything.
Yes. And I forgive you.
I know. I feel the same.
You forgive yourself also? Really? Come on, Dr. Bashir, let us see what you've got. Well, that's a vaporization. That's kind of cool. Your walker's still up? I don't see my walker, so maybe you'll drop another one. I wish there was a timer on this thing so you'd know when... Ah, here we go, we're done.
Nerys, are you hurt?
It's just a scratch. I'm fine. We're losing ground here, Odo. Keep fighting.
We can't hold this position much longer.
That's Jem'Hadar, for we're about to die, Doctor. Are you ready?
Not without the Ketracel components needed for the cure.
Ketracel? Yes. Victory.
Wait! Stop!
Is life.
It seems the battle is over, but how? What happened up there, Doctor?
I believe Dukan Rex realized that his own body contained the Ketracel material I needed to finalize the cure. He extracted what we needed at the cost of his life. Once the Herc were able to synthesize the cure, they came to their senses and called for an immediate ceasefire. Their forces are withdrawing as we speak. It's over. I won't say we won, but it's over.
Indeed, and at a great cost. Admiral, we're receiving orders from Alliance Command. We're to report to Deep Space Nine as soon as possible for debriefing. Are we ready to return? Yes. Let's go back. And another server update thingy. Spinning up the mission. That does tie up some storylines. Like what's going on between Odo and Nerys.
There was nothing I could do for him on the Herc Dreadnought. The Ketracel extraction process was too devastating. Odo, you treated him like a son when we first found him on DS9, and I'm truly sorry.
That was a Jem'Hadar kid that they found during DS9.
He didn't even have a name when he left us. I'll make sure the name he found is never forgotten. I remember his first days on the station. All he wanted to do was fight, didn't matter who. When he left, I thought I'd never see him again, or if I did, it'd be as enemies. The man I met years later still knew how to fight, but his reasons for doing so had changed dramatically. I'm proud to have known him. I wish I could have done more in the end.
You made a difference in his life.
I suppose you're right. I believe Nerys, Captain Kira, was looking for you. She was at the Temple of the Prophets last I checked. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to pay my respects. We'll talk more later.
Very well. I'm sorry for your loss. The temple. Right next door.
And here we are, once again. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it?
Indeed. What's next for you, Captain?
Funny you should mention that. After we got back, Starfleet Command offered me a number of postings, even the center chair on one of those shiny new cruisers. Tempting. But I chose to join the command staff here on DS9. Bajor and the Celestial Temple mean a lot to me, and this station is a good place to keep them both safe.
True, it's also close to our mutual friend in the Gamma Quadrant.
Subtle, but you're not wrong. Odo and I have a lot to work out before we're back to where we were, but we've taken a few good steps in that direction. I think it'll work out. Eventually. He's a hard man to read sometimes.
Also true. Until next time, Captain.
Hello again, my friend. It pleases me to see you. I have interesting news.
I hope it doesn't involve the Herc.
Thankfully, no. Rather, it involves the Orb of Peace that you returned with Kaiopaka. It has spoken to me. I've been exploring the meaning of that experience with the Kai and Captain Kira. They are, after all, experts on such matters. While we all find it curious that an Orb of the Prophets would speak to a Vorta, we also agree it would be foolish to ignore it.
What of your service to the Dominion?
With the blessings of Founder Odo, I have been transferred to this quadrant to continue my studies of the Orb and the Prophets. I shall also serve as Founder Odo's representative here. Diplomacy is my specialty, after all. I'm sure we'll be seeing one another again. May the blessings of the Founders and the Prophets be yours.
Glad to hear it. See you around then. Talk to Kai.
It is good to see you once more.
I was hoping we'd have a moment to speak on an important matter before your duties take you back to the stars.
What's on your mind, Eminence?
My thoughts often return to the Orb of Peace. It was no coincidence that it was found in the Gamma Quadrant, in the midst of two warring tribes. I believe it to be a message from the prophets, one of guidance in troubled times.
I trust your expertise on the matter.
Now that the conflict with the Herc has ended, I feel it's time to explore this omen more thoroughly. The recent vision experienced by Loris is truly remarkable. That the prophets would speak to a Vorta. Again, this is no coincidence. Simply put, I believe the orb is meant to broker a lasting peace between the people of our quadrants and the Dominion.
I hope you're right, Eminence.
Thank you for coming to visit. After all we've been through, it means a lot to have friends, even if it reminds me of the ones we miss. Speaking of reunions, I think General Martok is leading the charge against the Bloodwine at Quark's. I'm sure he'd want to congratulate you on another glorious victory. May the prophets watch over you.
And you, Captain. Man, this is a long wrap-up. It was a long mission, I guess. And it's right across. Okay. Oh, really? Talk to everyone. Let's go. Negasrom.
We'll be here at DS9 until my ship is repaired. Fortunately, I have exclusive rights to the holosim of the battle. The sales of that alone will cover the cost of repairs, and then some. Some days it's good to be the Grand Negus.
I can only imagine.
I don't like to think about how close to disaster we were. Fortunately, there were people like you out there to bring us all back from the brink. All those adventures. You've got quite a story to tell. That reminds me. Have you ever considered making a holobiography? I think your life story would be quite popular and profitable. I'll make you a very generous offer and cut you in on a share of the profits. 25%.
Interesting offer, but I must decline.
Suit yourself. The offer still stands if you change your mind.
Thank you, Grand Negus. Talk to Lita.
I'm so glad to see this come to an end. But not as glad as everyone back on Ferenginar. It's a celebration of Rule 35 like no one's ever seen before. I mean, peace may be good for business, but things are really getting out of hand.
Oh, how so?
When word got out that the Gamma Quadrant was open for business, the new Latinum rush was on. Open borders and free trade policies. My husband was practically weeping with joy. Oh, poor Odo. He thought he had his hands full with Quark on DS9. Now, he's gonna have an entire quadrant full of Ferengi to deal with.
I'm sure he'll rise to the occasion. Or the challenge. Huh.
We need to stop running into each other when the fate of the galaxy is on the line. I'd be fine with drinks here at Uncle's bar, or some baseball on the holodeck. That said, I can't think of too many people I trust when everything's on the line. Glad you are here for this.
Likewise, what's next for you?
Starfleet's assigned the Chimera to peacekeeping duty in Herc space. We'll be working with the Joint Task Force to help the Herc get back on their feet again as well. There's a lot to be done, but we want to help them rejoin the galactic community.
That's quite a task.
It is, but my crew is up for the challenge. They're some of Starfleet's best. Take care of yourself out there. Don't be a stranger.
Sure, same to you, Captain. Jenneth Parr.
Forever indebted to you. Without your efforts, I would walk the path of exile for the rest of my days. Now, I will help make amends for all that has happened during Zencast's terrible crusade.
Make the most of this opportunity, Captain.
A hard-fought battle and a well-earned victory. And yet, we almost missed it. Our fleet would have never left the Empire if it weren't for the sword's return. Grilka tells me her former mate, Quark, had something to do with that. the sacred blade of Kalis, returned to the Empire by a Ferengi. Madness!
Grilka is the former mate of Quark? Oh wow. Her current mate played the part as well.
Yes, it was Worf's idea to ignite the beacon of Kalis. A bold move, but it paid off. Only a coward could refuse such a call to arms.
Indeed.
The legend of Kalis is stronger than ever. It would not surprise me if the High Council moved to create a new clone of the Emperor. There is great power in legend, after all.
Oof, alright. True, until next time, General. One more person to talk to.
Welcome back. Seeing as this is a private party and I'm in an unusually generous mood, you'll be getting the VIP discount on your drinks tonight.
You mean they're not on the house?
Did you take a hit to the head in that fight? I'm in a good mood. Not insane. Half off. Take it or leave it.
Fair enough. Cheers.
That's more like it. Don't take it personally. You could be Odo. His drinks, 50% markup.
I wouldn't let him hear that.
Can I get you something?
About the sword of Kalis.
Not much to tell, really. Lex saw the error of his ways and gave it back. Then I had Grilka let Martok and Worf know we'd recovered their precious relic. A quick handoff later, and the Klingons were off to war. Rom and I tagged along, mainly to see the look on Odo's face when I rode in with the cavalry. That was priceless. If I die tomorrow, I'll go to the Exchequer with a smile on my face.
I'm sure, and you didn't make a profit on that job.
Who do you think you're talking to? Nog? Unlike the Federation, the Klingons know the value of latinum. I'm thinking of spending my cut on a smaller moon to orbit the one I already have. I might even name it Odo.
You're living dangerously, Quark. Good luck.
Can I get you something?
I'm fine for now.
Interesting. There's a message from Garrick on my monitor here. Text only. He wants you to meet him at his old tailor shop. Maybe he's had enough of politics and wants to get back in the fashion game. Probably more profitable in the long run, and easier on the nerves.
That seems unlikely.
I wouldn't keep him waiting if I were you. He looks for secrets when he gets bored, and trust me, he's not the person you want poking around in your business.
Sounds like I should see what he wants. And I just talk to every single person. It's this way. Did I go past it? Yeah, I did. It's right here. Kumar.
The conflict may be over, but there's still plenty of work to be done. The Lucari have offered to help the Herc restore their homeworld's ecosystem, and they've accepted. Dr. Bashir will be working with us on this. It's our goal to ensure that no Herc will go without nourishment again.
An honorable goal.
Some time ago, I hoped for a path to peaceful resolution to our troubles with the Herc. I'm happy to be part of such a solution, at last. Thank you for your efforts in getting us all to this point. To peace.
You're welcome. Safe travels, Captain. It always works out that we end up saving our enemies in order to defeat them.
Thank you for meeting me here. Strangely, I find it easy to center myself in this shop, even relax.
Memories of a simpler time in your life?
Quite so. Cardassia is about to begin a new journey, as it were, and I'll be going along for the ride.
Sounds exciting.
Oh, it is. Cardassia has been offered membership in the Alliance, and we've accepted. Our seat at the table was hard-earned, but we're ready and grateful to join the ongoing efforts. Officer exchange programs have already begun. In fact, I suspect you'll be seeing more Cardassian faces in the future. I hope you show them the same courtesy as you've shown me in our shared adventures.
Well, it depends. The Iconians, we had to save them to defeat them. And the Herc, we saved them to defeat them. Of course, and where will you be during all of this?
Oh, I'll be spending time on Earth, Kronos, and New Romulus. The life of an ambassador is never dull, after all. Someone needs to make sure the Alliance doesn't forget about Cardassia, and I suppose that someone is me. I'll be sure to follow your exploits, of course. They'll be far more entertaining than economic forecasts and state functions, to be sure.
Thanks, I think.
I believe our fearless leaders would like to have a word with you next.
Damn it. Still more talking to people. Man, this thing never ends. I won't ask you how you know this, but be seeing you. Where are they? Go to Alliance leaders. This way, okay. Oh, cow.
I have initiated a dialogue between the Dominion and the Karema. In light of recent events, I feel it is imperative that their conflict is resolved peacefully. Whether that results in an independent Karema or not remains to be seen, but I shall endeavor to help them reach a result that is beneficial for both parties.
That's going to be a challenge, Proconsul.
The Havas Cool sector has been designated as independent from the Dominion, and a Herc neutral zone has been established around it. The Empire will join the Federation and the Republic in keeping the peace between the Dominion and the Herc. We have experience in enforcing a neutral zone, after all.
Indeed.
Martok's use of the beacon and the return of the blade has led to a renewed interest in Kahless throughout the Empire. Some say that Martok stands with honor next to great heroes like Tukuvma, Vok, Lorel, and Kang. As if getting along with a stubborn old Targ wasn't difficult enough, his ego will be larger than Mount Hamar at this rate. It is fortunate that Martok has little in the way of political aspirations. Otherwise, I may need to kill him. Again.
Both of you make the Empire stronger, Chancellor. And last, hopefully...
There have been some significant diplomatic events since your return from the Gamma Quadrant. First, the Dominion is joining the Alliance. Having them as allies will take some getting used to, but the opportunity was too great to ignore.
Agreed.
As a condition to joining the Alliance, we requested that the Founders take steps to free the Jem'Hadar from their addiction to Ketracel White. I'm happy to say that Ambassador Odo is inclined to comply with that request. It will make things interesting in the Gamma Quadrant, to be sure. Still, it's been a long time coming. The Jem'Hadar should be able to live their lives freely.
It's been it's a risk, but one worth taking. God. Understood. Like the end of the game or something. Alright, Bashir.
Things are finally settling down around here. Well, as much as it ever settles down, that is.
You're still in uniform, Doctor.
Well, there's a lot to be done with the Herc, and being part of Starfleet will help me make things happen in that regard. When I'm not here, I'll be working with the Lucari and the crew of the USS Aventine to help the Herc get back on their feet.
That's cool. Havas Cool's a long way from home for you.
Indeed, but I happen to be married to the captain of the Aventine, so it won't be, too bad. The kids won't be joining us until Kumake and her team restore Havas Cool to a more habitable state, however. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon. But until then, be safe out there. Doctor's orders.
Continue. And Otto.
The Dominion is about to go through a number of changes.
liberating the Jem'Hadar from the White, phasing out the Founder's benevolent dictatorship, establishing a safe haven for the Herc. Needless to say, I'm going to be very busy for quite some time.
Not all those changes will be popular.
No. There are still a number of Founders within the Great Link who will be very resistant to change. I'd like to think they're outnumbered by those willing to take a more democratic approach, however. The last thing anyone needs is a Dominion civil war.
Yeah, that's right. The Aventine is a Vesta-class ship that Ezri's in command of. Ezri Dax. Agreed.
Also, not all of the Herc were cured. We'll be dealing with rogue swarms for some time. I hope we can call on you in the future if we run into that special kind of trouble you have a talent for dealing with. Oh, and speaking of trouble, you might keep an eye on Quark. That little act of heroism with the sword of Kahless will make him bolder than ever.
I'll do what I can, Constable. Yay, we finally finished the mission. Holy crap. Like 25 minutes of RP just at the end there. Any second now. Alright.
The future of the Dominion is uncertain for the first time in many years. Without the Founder and her unbreakable will at the center of it all, the Gamma Quadrant will undoubtedly go through a great deal of turmoil. I'll do what I can to maintain order and keep the peace, but it's going to be challenging, to say the least. For now, what matters to me is that you fought for the Dominion when we needed it the most. I won't forget that. And thanks to the Great Link, neither will the Founders. Thank you. I hope we meet again under much better circumstances.
Sure, alright.
If you'll excuse me.
Yeah, okay. So let's see. We just finished the Gamma Quadrant, and next we have Age of Discovery, which isn't that long. That's like 4. Followed by the whole... That one's really long. That was quite a bit long. And then there's the ongoing Civil War there, Klingon Civil War. Not going to do any more missions for now. What I need is a quick bathroom break. So don't go away. I'll be right back after about a minute or two, guys. I'll play a quick commercial for you guys while that's going on. Alright, yeah, I'm back. I actually smelled some really good food. And I'm a bit hungry. Let's see, we're at the 4-hour mark right now. What I think I'm going to do is grab some dinner. And I'll take a break, grab a dinner for a couple hours, and then come back for more streaming later on tonight. I might do Hades or something else. Maybe Dungeons 3. I don't know. I haven't tried that game. I got it, but I never actually played it yet. So hang around, guys. I'm going to pass you over to... Who am I going to pass you over to? Let's see. I'm assuming you guys want someone who's playing Star Trek Online. Let's see. Piece by piece. Wait, someone just followed me. Darth Mac Games, thank you for the follow. I'm terribly sorry you just popped up just about when I was going to do a raid. But don't worry, I'll be back a little bit later. Thank you for the follow again. So yeah, we're going to be raiding Piece X Piece. Hold on, guys. Say hi to her for me. And I will be back in like maybe 2 or 3 hours to do either STO or something else a little bit later on tonight. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and I'll be catching up with you in a little bit. Oh, by the way, once we do the raid, she does like a song, a little rap for us, so this should be interesting.